Y2Ray and Bleep next to me from the planet. I forgot what it was. Don't care. But thank you for taking a chance to come down to this very brutal planet that it is and trying to help us human beings.
Or come up. You forgot. He's the kind that came up.
Did you come up from the ground? He said no. All right. You guys settle that later on. We'll have a couple drinks and whatnot. I'm sorry to say, but it's getting to that point where we're getting ready to close the clown tent down, and we will wait until the next time. However, don't turn off the radio station, because coming up next, that's right, very next, the Haunted Cabaret. George Garner is the host, and I go into the co-host seat. And things get a little more heated on your show, isn't that right, Mr. Garner?
Surprisingly enough, yes.
And maybe we can let loose some of the chains on Y2Ray. And no, maybe not. No, we won't do that. Thank you once again. And there we go. The Loch Ness Monster just had his speech right there. Thanks once again for listening to Chuckles Crypt on Island Free Radio. Tune in next time when we will have the one, the only Tim, otherwise Bigfoot, right here on Chuckles Crypt. And we will talk
Listen to the sound of footsteps in the dark, to voices that may not be quite human, to the sound of screams in the night. The Haunted Cabaret, the home of all things horror, on Rhode-IslandFreeRadio.org, with your host, George Garner. The Haunted Cabaret starts week's edition of the Haunted Cabaret. I'm your host, George Gorner. We have Chuckles the Clown sitting across the table from me.
Thank you very much for allowing me on the show again.
Absolutely. The Booms of West Warwick, Rhode Island. Yes. I mean, we've had, Badandi to explain
Out there and you're listening, and some of his conversations go and they go and they go, and they make you go, what? But when he's talking about some of this UFO stuff and everything, he's not like, coming out of this and saying stuff
thing. But, yeah, we got onto the subject of extraterrestrial visitations to our own insignificant planet Earth. And, yeah, that's what Chuckles is referring to right now. And I don't know, why don't we do one of these run-on, kind of like a run-on sentence, kind of running off at the mouth, just drooling from one thing to the other. We'll just keep up the alien thing right here on the Haunted Cabaret. If Chuckles doesn't want to talk about ISIS, and that's a lot more scary than the creatures in spacesuits coming down with the laser guns.
as normal human beings, and we think they're normal people as to be. I'm saying that, like he said, they're already here. They've been here for a while. They've set down base camps in certain areas, inside mountains, below the ocean, amongst our cities.
And they saw them. You know, in the Middle Ages, you know, every other woman and was getting visited sexually by demons. You know, all the saints were being visited by angels. They saw these things. They wanted to believe them so bad that they saw them. And now, since we've grown up a tiny bit, not a lot, but, you know, now that we have spaceships and science fiction films and everything to base our longings on, now these creatures are aliens from outer space. I mean, I don't know, we'll talk about this a little bit further. Let's go back to the music. How about